Hey everybody, it's Jugger, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Mystical Ninja, starring Yay. In the last episode, we beat a Kappa for his miracle item. More or less. In this episode, we are going to be proceeding past Mount Fear and past the Japan Sea for the alien shrine thingy that the wise man told us that we need to get to in order to go to space. This game is just full of really weird moments. And this one is not one of the weirdest, but it's fairly high up there. Ugo Stone Circle. And here we go. You wish to save your game? Sure. Your game has been saved.
There you are! The 4 miracle items! Now, open the passage to outer space!
I am the Pimo God. Let me warn you that once you go to outer space, you may never be able to return. Will you still go? Yes, we will. I commend you for your courage.
Twinkle.
Here we are in the very last temple castle thingy of the game, which I think is actually pretty neat because it's all bright and colorful. It kind of reminds me of Festival Temple Castle because, again, it's all colorful and everything, except it's got a big stage motif, obviously, because that's what Dance and Tiger Lily are all about. It's all... Unfortunately, as you've seen, I'm not very good at jumping, and this temple actually has a lot of jumps, where when you fall off, you pretty much have to go around, like, back outdoors and stuff. It's not very nice. Which is why, a lot of the time when I have to do it, I'm going to be using Sasuke, because he actually has a little bit of leeway with his jumping. And I just suck. As we saw when I got that very skill for Sasuke. It's actually a fairly good idea to have some money going into outer space, because... well, not because you need it, but because it's actually, it can be useful if you're having a hard time with the game. And I'll actually be using my money, I think, at least most of it, on exactly what I'm saying that you should use your money on. But if you don't have a whole lot of money, there's actually a few pots down around here that you can get 20 coins each from. You shouldn't really be that hard up for money, and even if you are, the areas where the money will help you with are not really the hard parts of the game. That was weird. First one just went right through me. You know, kind of went dark there, game. Giant slicing blades. Oh, good. That was actually where I wanted to go. You probably just heard that just then, but there is a golden dumpling behind the first set, which is pretty nice because it's so early on in the game. so early on in the temple. Now here, you want to jump down here, and you will get your first silver fortune doll. With 3 more, your strength gauge will increase by 1. Showing that when I said that there were no more silver fortune dolls or gold fortune dolls on Earth, I was technically correct, and all of you should have been able to figure that out because it was pretty obvious what I was getting at. There we go. I actually messed that up many, many times my first time through here. Mr. Elephant. Now you have access to the map, showing the inside of the castle. One of the interesting things, I think, in this castle is actually that it makes use of all of your special moves. Kind of except Mermaid. I don't think you actually need Mermaid, but you can use Mermaid in a couple of spots. Oh, thank God. I didn't think I was going to make that. Here is your second silver fortune doll. Just 2 more, my strength gauge will be increased by 1. Here is Misumaru's part. Another thing that I really like is the fact that it's all fake. Pretty much everything is fake in this castle because it's supposed to be a stage, so a lot of the water is just ground that's just moving. And I think that's actually kind of neat. And like I said, it's very colorful, and I really like very colorful spots, especially in games like this where it's kind of all tongue-in-cheek and everything's supposed to be parody and stuff like that. Oh, crap. I didn't actually need to do that, because now, when I go back, I'll have to do that again, because it doesn't stick. Curse you, weird hammer bro man. There can be only one. Highlander, for anyone who didn't get that. And I haven't even watched Highlander, and I knew that. So, if you didn't know that, that's kind of sad. This room actually is a little bit difficult because of the way that the controls work. In that the controls don't work particularly well, especially on moving objects. So it's fairly easy to fall off. And here is the diamond key. Man, if I just took all of these keys, and it's not like, why did the keys disappear, first of all? But it's not like if he wasn't throwing them away, you could pretty much just sell all of these keys and be rolling in the Ryu. Ryo? However that's pronounced. Be rolling in the foreign currency. Assuming that you don't live in Japan, which is weird because it's yen anyway, so this entire sentence has been completely pointless. If you jump down here, you'll actually land in the room where we got the golden key, I believe, with Ibisumaru just a second ago. Let me up, let me up. There we go. Here, you have to go behind here and hit this, which will activate this platform. Here, you want to swim around here. This is this part where you can use Ye's mermaid, but it's not really necessary. And over here is the third silver fortune doll. But there is something very useful underneath the water here, so I'm going to change into a mermaid anyway. That thing is enemies. No, it is a surprise pack. And because we don't want to leave anything behind, here is Mr. Arrow. Here we come to one of the more interesting spots in this temple. I'll just avoid that. If you get hit by... No, I'm probably not even going to have to describe it, because it'll probably happen to me anyway. Here we have a whole bunch of stores. So here's where you might want to spend your money, because they've got surprise packs, fish rice balls, and plum rice balls. I'm going to stay with Steve the Rice Ball, because we've had him pretty much since the beginning, and screw it, let's keep going. I'm not going to need him anyway. Steve shall live on. And here is a inn. Oopsie. Our Sogan town has become what is now known as an instant. I've got no idea how we're going to be able to manage from now on. This area is terrible for business. Nobody comes here. I should just give up being a merchant and become a musical star. I saw Peach Mountain Shogun's musical yesterday as well. Dancing is just great. And as we proceed through, there will be a couple more shops, because they actually have every single type of shop in the game here. So they have the rice ball shop, the armor shop, the inn, and the food shop, which is right there, I believe. First, I'm going to kill this guy. And then I'm going to go in here. Wrong. First, I'm going to go in here. Because in here, hey look, it's Omitsu!
Oh, yay! Omitsu! Great, you're okay!
Omitsu! I'm glad you're okay. I didn't know what would happen when I saw Kyushu flying away.
It surprised me at the time, but I'm alright. I'm sorry to have worried you. But to see all of Kyushu in this state?
Peach Mountain's instant stage beam's power has increased. We've got to do something quickly. Just imagine if they continued to do this to all of Japan. That's right. By the way, I wonder where Danson and Lily are.
I heard that they were behind the doors right ahead of us. But the door's rigid and can't be opened easily.
Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow the door down. We've got no time for dumb jokes.
I know. I know someone who can help us.
Who?
I'm sure he's at the restaurant.
Which is what's right next door. Scary. How's my imitation? Don't I sound just like Kitty Lily? Talk. All the young women seem to be going on about the Peach Mountain musical quite often. I wonder if it's the same in other towns as well. And here, we have armor and helmets, which I will buy just because there's actually nothing else in the game that I want. And I'll at least be able to show you how they work. So armor protects you from 8 hits. And the helmet also protects you from 8 hits. Again, I'm not buying it because I need it, I'm just buying it because it'll be easy to show everyone. And here we find... Hey, yay, it's you!
It can't be! Wise man?
It is! It's my old man! Wise man! I'm just overjoyed to see you! But I thought Wise Man died. Couldn't be farther from the truth. Just look at me, I'm as healthy as ever. Then who is the spirit the witch called for us?
Yes, there is something strange about that, but let's not worry about it for now. What are you doing here?
Well, I was caught by the Peach Mountain guys, and I gave them mechanical robots and an instant stage beam. Well, in exchange for a muscle car poster and 5 car magazines.
What?
Oh, I mean, I strongly resisted, but they forced me to make them. Well, it all makes sense then. The mechanics seemed familiar. I don't know what to say.
That's strange. If they kidnapped you, what reason did they have to blow up your home?
What did you just say? My house has been blown up? All those car magazines I collected over the years. Who would do such a thing? We believe it was probably the Peach Mountain guys. I will not forgive them. Hand me your weapons. Here, take this.
The power of the weapons belonging to Goemon and his allies has increased to level 3. With these weapons, even rigid doors can be destroyed.
Don't you feel our journey is taking some wild turns?
And now we have the strongest weapons in the game. This time, Ye's shield thing is green. But I think that'll just about do it for this episode of Let's Play Mystical Ninja starring Ye. So, once again, I'm Jugger, and I will see you guys next time.